Hello everyone. Today I want to talk about adaptive reuse of the house of Mirza Mehdi Farrashbashi in Tabriz, Iran. After talking about the architectural characteristics of this house, I'm going to talk about conservation and restoration and then adaptive reuse of this house. Tabriz is one of the oldest cities on the northwest side of Iran, and it's the capital of East Azerbaijan province. Here you can see the location of the house in Qaraj-e-Daghi or Dar al-Saltaneh Tabriz map in 1880, which are the list of the buildings of in Tabriz. Here you can see the location of Sorkhab neighborhood, one of the northern neighborhoods of Iran, which the house is located in there, and the map belongs to 1908. There are four main forms of buildings in Tabriz, which we use most of the sun, especially during the winter, which we have cold winters and weathers. And either we have on one side, two sides with the shape of L or U. Here you can see the location of the historic house of Mirza Mehdi Farrashbashi in Sorkhab quarter and the location of historic buildings like Sahib al-Amr Mosque and House of Sharbatogli or Iranian Studies Foundation and Tomb of Sayyid Hamza and Maqbarat al-Shu'ara, which is the burial place of most poets, something like more than 400, that is said. Here you can see the access ways to the house of Mirza Mehdi Farrashbashi from the main streets, and you can see the aerial view of the house. This part of the house, the northern part, is Qajar building, and this part is added during Pahlavi period. For the conservation, we have generally three stages: the emergency actions stage, the study and recognition of the building stage, and reconstruction stage. For this building, the issues that cause damage are either age of the building, climate factors like rain and snow and humidity, extra loads that's some places are added later, I will explain, and human factors which cause damage to the building. About the conservation of a building, which start time of protection, we have three different operations: simultaneous protection with establishment and equipment of a restoration studio, preservation and protection during restoration, and preservation and protection during adaptive reuse. In this building, the restoration work which are most important are eliminating disruptive factors, strengthening, improving and replacing, removing the worthless extension, and restoration of the decorations and ornaments of the building. After analysis of the SWOT analysis of the house, we decide to use this building as a museum of poets because it is near to Maqbarat al-Shu'ara, which is the burial place of almost something like more than 400 poets. So the spaces of Museum of Poets, we have three different spaces: cultural spaces, administrative spaces, and service spaces. Cultural activity spaces include museum, library, and computer site. Museum have biography, books, and paper conservation part. The biography museum consists of biography and poetry of poets, sculpture, and belongings of the most recent poets. We have historic books to be conserved in paper conservation room and also new books for sale. The library has reading rooms, bookshelves, and librarians to help the readers to find their book. Also, we have computer site connected to internet to find the books and also download the audiobooks, listen to them, and find the list of the books. The administrative spaces consist of managers, assistant employers, and secretaries' room. Service spaces, either religious, hygienic, or other places, like ladies' and gentlemen's prayer room, toilets, traditional tea house, kitchen, security, and stairs. This is the site plan map of the building. The northern part of the building is the original part of the building, which is built during Qajari period, and this part of the building is added during Pahlavi. So for the Museum of Poets, I prefer cultural spaces here in the main part of the building and administrative and service spaces here. We have neighbor here, a bath here, alley, main entrance was destroyed, but we have a door here, emergency entrance and emergency exit here. The ground floor of Qajar building is designed for either the sculptures of the poets, poems, and belongings of the poets, and biography of the poets. We can also sit here on the benches in the inner yard and enjoy reading our books and the beautiful building. The quality of the spaces in ground floor of Qajar building, we have their area and their lighting system, either natural or artificial or both, and ventilation, and their access from outdoor or inner courtyard. The plan of first floor of Qajar building, we have poetry reading hall, librarian reading rooms with the best light, bookshop, museum of historic books, computer site, assistant's desk, and stores. And here is the quality of them, their access from outdoor or inner court, ventilation lighting system, and with the capacity of them according to the standards of library. The ground floor of the Pahlavi building or Museum of Poets, main entrance, and we have the stairs going upstairs, the administrative part, the religious part, the service part, which is the toilets and kitchen, and the quality of the spaces, their entrance and access. In the second floor, we have traditional tea house, and the best view is for the building to see the south elevation of Qajar building. These two elevations are the interior elevations of the building, and these are the exterior elevations of the building. The A and B section from Qajar building and C section from Pahlavi building, the interior of traditional tea house on the first floor, and interior of the ground floor of Pahlavi building. We prefer transparent furniture and neutral colors. The ground floor of Qajar building, we have some glasses for biography and poets of the poems of the poets to show, and we have thermostat system for heating. There are so many beautiful houses in Tabriz that are abandoned and forgotten, and due to lack of maintenance and function, they are facing in the danger of decay or human devastation. So the adaptive use of these houses can help to prolong their life and a way to better their life. And as the historic buildings belong to all generations from past, current, and future, and similarly they belong to all people all around the world, this conservation and adaptive use can improve the quality of their life. With adaptive use and revitalization, We can attract more tourists, and with permanent maintenance of the buildings, improvement of neighborhood and urban architectural is possible. These are the references. Actually, this is derived from my master thesis defended on 2011. I want to thank my supervisors and thank you for your time and attention.